everyone, my name is Lay. I go by Mahiwaga Lay and I am an intuitive psychic medium. We are here today so I can give an intuitive reading for a client, Reyna. We are both here excited to see what comes up for you today. It's going to be general messages. We're going to just see what her spirit guides want to bring up for today's session. So Reyna, are you ready to get started?
Yes.
See what comes up? Okay, perfect. So they're giving me already like a couple different words. They're giving me the word platonic and general. And I think they're speaking about your energy in general, like they said, including in regard to friendships, family settings, even work environment. But what they're wanting to bring up is that you have this gift, just something about your energy. That's what they want to talk about today. They're showing me Goofy from Disney. And they're also showing me like cherubs, like the baby angels. They're also showing me an old coworker of mine. And she was quite a bit younger than me. I feel like she was still a teenager when she was like working at this place that I was. And she was definitely kind of like goofy. She was still young, but she was so fun, like could be quite bubbly, just very, very youthful. And they're also showing me this artist, a singer, Remy Wolf. Do you have any chance to listen to her? Okay, it's okay if not, but if you ever look at her, she has this very bright, very like smiley aesthetic, like very colorful, almost like cartoon-like. And so all of these different clues coming together are meant to show your energy so fun, and you coming into a space, even if you don't do much, you kind of just have that vibe where you kind of influence or you bring in that energy. And they're bringing this up because they want you to even like delve into that more. And it's interesting because they are actually giving me quite a strong word. If I'm reading this correctly, maybe something, I don't know if it's traumatic or at least unsettling happening, maybe like up to 6 years ago, not more recently than 3 years in the past, I think. So it's 3 to 5, I mean, that's kind of a range. But if there's anything that was going on at that time, I don't know if it was like family related or not, or at least in your home environment, but it feels like it, yeah, I don't know. I'll check in with you to see if you know what I'm talking about. But there's some kind of like unsettled feelings there. And so they want you to kind of release and just kind of, kind of breathe through those residual feelings and emotions, especially if there was something a little bit upsetting that happened and if there's any catharsis that needs to occur at this time in your life. But once you do that and once you really connect even more to your spiritual sense of self and your awareness and you come into alignment, you will find your energy like so radiant. And they're giving me the word like aunt and like crazy, cool, fun, like aunt. So I don't know if you're already an aunt or if you will be, but you have that vibe. You know, when people talk about that's your typical like, oh, that's the fun auntie, that's you. And they want you to really, again, like bring out even more your goofy, charismatic side. Even if you're at like little gatherings, like for work or with your friends, if you do anything that's ever a little bit like, when someone's kind of clumsy or a little bit goofy or even like a little bit awkward, but it's funny. Like you help people relax a little bit, even if they don't notice, right? Even if you just do something or you're being yourself, you're not even trying to talk to them or whatever, people can just pick up on that. And this is one of your, I feel like, major gifts to contribute to the world is that just by virtue of being yourself, being goofy, being really fun, being spontaneous, having that laugh that comes out, and just enjoying your time with friends, people feel that from you. So it's one of those things, like I've had different clients like this. There's many people who like walk the earth where their gift is to just be themselves and to shine this really like radiant light, especially the more that they open their heart, the more that they come into themselves, feel confident being who they are. And so that's really what they're saying about you, for your light to just shine super bright in being that way. And I think they're giving me the word like platonic. So it feels like you'll maybe have a platonic social opportunity within the next, I would lean more toward it being in 2023 next year, maybe a little bit of time after that. But if you have the opportunity to do something like a vacation or something really fun with a group of friends, especially if you have a moderate sized group of friends, it doesn't feel super small, not like huge, but there may be something that comes up, I would say maybe around a year from now, where they really want you to partake. And it's funny because you'll come into a leadership role as a friend, or maybe you'll be the one organizing the logistics or help rounding everybody up. But at the same time, you having fun as well will help you really balance and integrate both your maturity and a sense of responsibility, but then also that really innate childlike energy and charisma that you have, and for you to be very positive and bubbly. They're mentioning one other thing, so I'll mention this really quickly before I check in with you and see if you have questions about what I said. But they are bringing up something like a love interest that feels a little bit relevant up to around now. So it could be someone you've already met or someone that you will soon meet. Their energy, it doesn't feel strictly like masculine or feminine. It's someone who's kind of like in the middle just in terms of their vibe. Say if it happens to be like a guy, it could be someone who's not like super macho or anything like that. It's someone who's platonic for you, at least in terms of the overt dynamic. Could even be, I don't know if it's someone in your coworker circle, I don't know what your work is, but something that has that feel. But they're wanting you to keep an eye out for it, because over the next several years or so, it may or may not come back up. It might be up to you, but it's someone that you could cultivate and forge a deeper connection with. This person is they're a little bit serious. Their face looks a little bit like, kind of like wise, sarcastic. Like when you think of like, I don't know how to put it, like almost East Coast personalities, like those wise guys who are always like kind of witty, but in a very dry humor kind of way, or they're kind of like serious. They're not bubbly, but it's kind of like their sense of humor to have very dry remarks. Someone who has a little bit of that vibe. So they're giving you a heads up about that. You have some malleability. When I say that people have malleability in their lives, especially for a specific area, that means that there might not be such a fated story there that you could kind of go into depending on what you decide for yourself. So those are the messages they wanted to give you today. There's a lot about just this gift that you have, and for you to maybe do a little bit of emotional releasing and clearing, and they gave you a little bit of pinch about your love life as well. So I want to see if you were following throughout those messages. If you have any questions about what I said, let me know if you kind of know some of the things that they're talking about.
When you said the fun auntie?
Yeah.
Well, my niece calls me the funty.
Oh, does she really? Okay, so
they call me the funty.
Yeah, they literally do. Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was excited because I was like, I don't know if you're already an aunt, but obviously you are. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else? And then you said something about youthful.
Yeah, so your energy is youthful.
Mm-hmm. Every time I meditate, I say thank you. No, I say I'm so grateful. I'm always so youthful.
That is this really cute meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, and then what else? Oh, about the guy.
Yeah.
He has a very
you know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Is it kind of like a friend, or like, I don't know if it's like it's like someone you know. I don't know if they're together. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm not really in it to win it.
You're not in it to win it, so you don't know. You're not like feeling super strong about it. Okay, but it matches the personality that I gave.
And he's not so macho.
Yeah,
either.
Not so macho. Yeah, and a little bit sarcastic or kind of dry remarks. That might be exactly why they brought it up. Maybe that's why they told me that it's platonic. They're letting you know you have the option for this to come up in the future, depending on what you want. The connection seems okay. I mean, it seems fine. I mean, of course, there's like, you have your own insight on it. I don't know your life. I don't know this person. You're in the relationship, right? But just see what comes up and know that you have a lot of wiggle room in terms of your love life. So different things can come up depending on what you want to do, especially over the next few years or so. Yeah, so I feel like those are your messages for today. And I appreciate you giving me the confirmation, especially the literal stuff like the youthfulness and the funty part. That's so fun. So keep leaning into that. You have such great energy to share with the world. It was so fun reading for you. Is there any last thing I can clarify? Everything made sense.
Oh no, I want to tell you about the traumatic experience.
Yes, oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
It is about family.
It is about family.
And I was painted as the black sheep.
Oh, so something happened. That was in the past several years or so. Yeah.
3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago. I didn't know if it was further back, but yeah, it was not more than 3. Yeah, not sooner than 3. Yeah.
3.
Okay, so you already knew right away what that was about. So you don't need to go into it if you're not comfortable, that's okay. But at least if you know what it is, and you know that it sounds like there was a bit of betrayal there. So just kind of try to like, you know what I mean? It's almost like when you're swimming or you're trying to keep your breath to like navigate your emotions. Try to do that, because I do feel a little bit of emotional scarring from that time, but spirit is really with you. They're supportive of you. They're gonna do their best to help you stabilize your energy and to keep you grounded. So just keep that in mind. Keep kind of taking things day by day, step by step. But yeah, you are so blessed, and you have, again, great energy to share, like I said. And hopefully the family stuff will smooth over. You'll just have to see. But at least for yourself, stay grounded. Keep yourself anchored as much as possible, and just trust in spirit. They will help you with this emotional clearing process.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. And thank you again for being here. I so appreciate you. It was such a pleasure to read for you. Anybody out there who is interested in intuitive readings or want to learn more about anything from astrology to dream interpretation to energy healing, you can find out more about all of those things at my link in my bio in the description of this video. My username is Mahiwagale on Instagram, and I have the same URL. But again, it was a pleasure reading for you, Reyna. I look forward to hearing from more of you soon.